Assalamualaikum. It's Fatimah again.
Assalamualaikum. Peace, it's Coach Nyla again, coming to you guys one last time. Outstanding Personal Relationship presents the
Muslimah
Muslimah
Influencer Summit.
2020. Yes. Oh my gosh. Alhamdulillah. It's so crazy. It's this part where you're excited and you're like, oh, it was such a great event, and it's over. And you're like, dang, it's over.
It's over.
So
what we're gonna do tomorrow?
But still, you guys still have opportunity to subscribe and get on that email list so you guys can get the information, of the speakers that were at the event today and yesterday, not today and tomorrow, today and yesterday. And yes, get the information. So make sure you go to outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/summit if you guys have not registered. So yes, we had so much fun starting with Zakia. She started it off with that soul care challenge.
Yes.
I was going to say soul cleanse because that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
But yes, a soul care challenge. I can't get enough of that. And it just was so on point and so spot on for Ramadan.
Yeah, it was just, her Quran recitation was
so beautiful. I love her Quran
very
recitation.
Relaxing. Oh, so good. And when she was talking about reconnecting with Allah.
Yes, and the ways to do it, saying step by step, taking these baby steps, just doing a little bit more every day. More every day. That's how we get better. We don't have to bite off the whole thing, just little bites, piece by piece. So I love that. That was so good.
Yeah.
And then we had Estella. Oh my gosh.
Passionate Muslimah.
Yes. And she's doing so much stuff right now, but definitely with the Passionate Muslimah, it's a lot of different things. But I love when she was talking about the 9 steps to forgiveness.
That was so good because we don't think about how deep you have to go when you're trying to forgive.
Yeah,
it's like I just forgive you. You don't think it's deeper than that. It's not just forgiving and sitting over it.
And it's a cleansing thing. It actually, like I said, everything just blended together for this event, because I think about the forgiveness part and the forgiveness going with cleansing your soul. And I keep saying, I want to say soul cleanse, but even the soul care and cleansing your soul, forgiveness definitely helps with that. And so she hit some great points, especially the thing I told you that I will always take away from it is that knowing the time limit before before everything go left. When you're talking to certain family members and everything like that. That was like so awesome. Yeah. She said half hour is hers. I gotta just see a little bit with mine. I'm not totally sure because I never thought of that. Yeah. So I thought that was so awesome. And then of course we had Aliyah Kabir.
She was incredible.
Yeah, talking about some really great
stuff. She was talking about how many mentors she had in her life and the support system that she had, and talking about the different businesses that she's in, AZK Communication, and how the different passions work within her life, and what she does for her community as a Muslim woman, and how to have the courage to step in front and be seen and heard.
Right.
Oh man,
I loved it. And how to say, you know what, this is too much. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna take this break and everything like that, because this is what it looks like for me.
Yes.
And
not supporting everything that you're invited to. You support it, but you're not able to go to things. So to creating those boundaries.
Yeah.
She was talking about, and we need to hear that because we think we're supposed to go to every little thing, and she was just like, nope. Prioritize your time.
Right, because she said sometimes she would look at her calendar and be like, you know what? Nope, not today, not doing that, not doing that.
Cancel
We're just going to cancel this.
Yeah. And it's okay to do so.
Yeah, and I like that, because sometimes we think that we have to do these things, and if we already put it on our calendar, that is a must, that it needs to be done.
Right,
and it's really interesting, because I remember someone asking one of our mentors about that too. It was like, okay, well, what if your what if you have these things on your calendar and you're not reaching them, at the time that you're trying to reach them or something like that. And it was like, it's like the goals aren't realistic. Sometimes it's the timeline that's real. I mean, it's unrealistic. It's not the goal, is the timeline. So it's like, okay. And then one of the tips was, if need be, well, make sure you take a picture of your calendar, take a picture of it, but erase everything off your calendar and then do it over. If what you did was the same, then that means that's what you continue to do. If it's the same thing that you put on there, what you were meant to do. It's just, the thing is that the timeline is different. It's not that you need to change your course. It's just that you just need to change the timeline. So
I'm gonna start doing that because my April was busy. It was busy. All of us.
Oh, it's almost the end of April. It's been that busy that it went that fast. I can't even think that we got maybe a week, less than a week left in April. So
she's flying out of here. Baraka Ibrahim.
Fit Muslimah. Now she was just on a live yesterday hiking. So she's doing her thing. And so, guys, you have to make sure that you are registered. I'll send in personalrelationships.com/summit to connect, because yes, it's Ramadan. And a lot of times we feel that because it's Ramadan, because we're fasting, we don't, working out is too much, or, it's going to be exhausting, or these other things. Mubaraka talks about how to work out, how to continue to incorporate fitness while you're fasting. So some amazing things. But I also loved what she's talking about as far as taking time for yourself. I'm finding the theme over and over and over again is the self-care. Is, and the support system. Like throughout the whole summit, it was so much of that.
And the thing is, the reason why that's special is because the people these beautiful sisters that were involved and participated and presented in this summit had no prior knowledge of the other one's content. So it all flowed together about self-care, because I think too, us is when we know we'll put everybody first and not think about what we need. So they all knew that. So but y'all said it in different ways.
Yeah.
That's which was so beautiful.
And Marla said it's fast because we're at home. It's interesting. Is it the thing where it would say time flies when you're having fun? Like when you're enjoying yourself?
In-house board.
In-house board. That's what it is. In-house board. And you usually see that would make it go slow.
You would, but yes.
But yes, we're going really fast. And I'm like, I just think that maybe because we're so busy and got a lot of stuff going, we're not letting, and that was the thing with the summit, we're not letting this restrictive, this restrictive time that, or whatever, restrictive living is, causing us to be, restrictive minded, where it's like we're not doing the things that we want to do. It seems like now more than ever we're doing, it's like the shift of focus, and really focusing on what's more important instead of just moving throughout, the days.
So. Monica Body.
Okay, yeah.
She was so awesome. They all are, but she really pulled back so many layers about bipolar disorder and mental health, and she just really brought a lot of information. She's told her own story of her battle and coming back from that, and different triggers that I would have never thought to look for in, family members or relatives that I've run across in my past that could have very well been bipolar. And she talked about her, story of when she had a breakthrough of when she knew she needed to get help.
Yes, that was very powerful. And just knowing the different cycles, that part was really interesting, because she was like, some people can have this cycle where it's like every day or one, or it could be this hour on this hour or something like that. Or it can get to a point where it's seasonal. Like she said, hers was seasonal. Yeah. So it was this thing where it could be 3 months and like, okay, then it's a different change. You got these super highs and these super
Super
lows,
lows.
like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and
Yeah.
you're like, okay,
Yeah.
so this is the thing. So what to look out for. And I love her self-care tip about not making it
Oh,
making
yeah.
a big
The
event.
micro moments.
The micro moments.
Yeah.
So that was like
That was
really
awesome.
good.
Because we think we need this big old vacation
Mhm.
or just regular staycation.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be so elaborate. So to hear that as a wife, as a mother,
Yeah.
she gave us all a lot of reassurance. Those of us that were able to tune into it, I hope you got to do that. But she talked about so many things with bipolar and depression, and she really kicked her self care up so many levels in her business and everything. She just turned it in an overnight thing where she really got back to what she loved and refreshed everything. And that was encouraging and inspirational to me because I remember being stuck and it really resonated with me. So yeah, she was awesome. I love that. Yeah.
I enjoy so much of it.
Yeah.
And we had, of course, had Fatima Omar Kamisa was talking about building a business or creating a business that you love, love, love. And it's really interesting because she was talking about coaching.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting because a lot of what we do, we're coaches, we know that, but a lot of what other people are doing, like Mubarak Ibrahim, she is actually a fitness coach. Yeah, she's a fitness, a health and fitness instructor, but she coaches people to be their better selves, health wise, and then mentally too, because she gave so much good information and good tips on how to do the self-care, and it wasn't just about the physical. So the thing is, like, we are natural coaches, we as women, period, too, because we're natural teachers. Like, that's what we do.
Yep.
It's like, just come naturally. That's what we were made, alhamdulillah, that's what we were made to do. And I love that because I was thinking about one of the videos I was watching today, and it was talking about the ayat that talks about that women and men, they aren't the same. We're different. And one of the things that makes us, or one of the things that is different between us is that, just not saying that men aren't nurturing, where we know that we're not saying
They can
that,
nurture.
because they can nurture, but we have the way we are set up and the way we are built is to nurture and to teach and to provide, this type of care that comes from a nurturing type standpoint. So it's just a beautiful thing that to see that we are just these natural coaches. So she talked about coaching in her training, and I said, wow, okay, yeah, anybody can actually be a coach because you can take your life's lessons and and teach other people how to give them the shortcut in their life. What we talked about earlier about allowing your story to be someone else's survival guide. So that's pretty much what
that hit home.
So that was some amazing stuff. And then of course we had Catherine
Jones, all the way from Australia.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. She came in and she talked about her past with abuse and how she came out of that, and she wasn't looking to be in the field of study that she was in coaching and spiritual resilience and all those things like that. It just came to her at the proper time, in which Allah planned for her. So she just to come back from that, and at 17 have a breakthrough and say, this is going to stop. This sexual abuse is going to stop right now. It just to be so young and to come up with the courage to say that.
She said something that was really interesting to me. She said, it's not once an abuser, always an abuser. And I've seen, that's kind of things like once a cheater, always a cheater. Once a this, always a this. Once an abuser, it's like once you this. So you have this stigma. But she was like, not only do the not only do the victims of this need help and guidance and to get out of this situation, to become, stronger and more loving to themselves, and to what she said something about dissecting the abuse.
Yeah.
And it was about dissecting and then repairing yourself. And that's the thing too, when it comes to the abuser who have these other layers
insecurity
as well,
issues,
these insecurity issues and everything like that. It's like, okay, dissecting this, and and not saying that this person is the victim, when it comes to these two people, but this person may have been victimized in the past, and now they're acting this way. Not saying it's okay, but to have this awareness in it, to say, okay, we are aware of the issue, we are aware of the problems, now we got to fix it. We dissected this, now it's time to repair it. That was that was beautiful. That was like, whoa.
Because coming from a place of abuse to kind of play devil's advocate, and make you see another perspective, that was incredible.
It was amazing.
Because she's not speaking about someone else's abuse. She's coming from, this is what happened to me, but let's look at it this way too. She gave you a different perspective on the abuser and the insecurities, because we never, it's like we don't think that deeply into it. We just focus more on the one that got victimized or abused or hurt, and we go, oh, let's focus on them. But for her to say that, oh, wow, that was really powerful.
It was definitely deep, and it definitely shifts your thinking to realize that we all need assistance, we all need help, we need to be able to heal and repair. So that was a beautiful thing to find out, or to even for her to talk about. And Mecca Nandi, the co-wife coach,
is so incredible. When I tell you, we had fun, and she makes you feel like she's an old friend that you haven't seen in a while.
Yes.
Like you're so comfortable with her, and she's so funny. She had me cracking up. Yeah, and she is so loving, and for her to talk about her supportive husband and her love for her co-wives and why that's important to her. And what was awesome was, I think I asked her the question about sisters wanting to do business and didn't know how to approach her husbands with it. And she was saying, have a plan. Come to them with a plan, because that's what they want to see it.
And then another plan.
And then another plan. And another plan. If that one don't work. I mean, she just was bringing the information, and the energy was so great. And we have so many sisters that had such great positive energy. But Mecca Nandi, she was really funny, but she really told us how she felt, and to see someone else support their co-wives and speak so highly is super refreshing.
Yeah, and I love, because her story is pretty unique, to the point where her mother is not Muslim, does not practice polygyny, and the mothers, like the co-wife, the mothers, they kick it, like they go out, they do things, they and the co-wives do their thing, and then sometimes it be the co-wives and the mothers, and then they be like, go ahead and do your thing and we do ours. And that is like an amazing thing, because the family dynamic is there, and she brought home that support system. She talked about support system, what that looks like. So that was super great.
They embrace each other, and it's all love. It's not, because a lot of people ask us, is this fake? And then, is it put on? Oh man, you can't fake that stuff.
No, you can't.
You cannot fake
People
that
can see
stuff.
right through that. Like glass. They can see right through it.
But she was awesome.
And this is the thing. We chose Mecca Nandi to bring it home, because we were talking about this summit, and we talk about women taking charge, and taking charge of their lives and everything like that. Mecca Nandi talked about her husband and the support that he gave, and the support that he gives, and how she's like, if y'all watched it, y'all saw her bring that fan up, because she said when she talk about him, she get all fluttery, she blushes, she starts blushing. So it just was a really good thing, because although we call this the Muslimah Influencer Summit, although we are talking about women taking charge of their lives and being powerful, influential women, we are not negating the fact that men play an important role in that.
Right.
So I love the way she talked about that, because we
She brought her
wanted to.
husband She brought her husband up. Oh, Lord.
So we got
Our
the
husband
hubby in the
is
background.
in the background, y'all.
And the hubby's like clapping.
Silently applauding.
Silently applauding.
Oh,
Because
God.
let's be real, okay?
Yeah, I ain't.
We have done this and we put this together, but we are not going to say that we did this without him, because we would be lying.
He was here,
So,
birthing this baby with us.
yes,
Like
so
all
yes,
of
a
the
lot of
he was with all.
so a lot of the hard work, the
Yes.
labor of love. He's been with us every step of the way, lockstep, every step of the way, from the idea all the way to, putting it together, and, it's production right now. So alhamdulillah. So we would be, we won't give it justice, if we don't say that, we are, proud of the.
Coming. See you later. There he is. See, we told y'all he was there.
Right. So we are proud of the support that we get. Alhamdulillah.
If you blinked, you missed him.
Right.
He showed up.
He showed up. There it is. So, alhamdulillah, it was just an awesome event. It was good work. And I love that she said it, because it made me think of what Michelle Obama said. And she said, because we were like, oh, you're such a great woman, and you do this and you do that, and just so powerful and, outstanding. And she said, you know what? Thank you. I'm very humble to say that. And, I appreciate that you say that.
And she's an INTJ, so that was
Oh,
she said that she meant that.
Did she? And she said, the thing is, though, she said, I'm the woman that I am because of the men who are in my life and who were in my life. She's like, my father, my husband, my brother, these men, these powerful, strong, supportive men in my life. That's the reason why I'm the woman that I am. And I said, yes, we as women do need to give the men credit as well, because as much as we want to get credit for what we do, and we should, because we do a lot and we wear a lot of hats, but we are in this together, and we have to also make sure that our men get the credit that they deserve as well.
Yeah.
So
shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Yes.
Keep them in your du'as too. They need it.
So Ramadan Mubarak, we had a great time. I guess we got to talk about us a little bit. Yes, a little bit. I mean, we've been doing, we've been talking, so we're trying to give everybody else their spotlight and everything like that, because it was an amazing event. But of course, we want to find out more information about us, about our co-wife programs, about our RMIC, our relationship mastery inner circle, which we all get into it, be co-wife, our husband, we get into it, we deep dive into a lot of different things, health, wellness, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your spouse, connected with your co-wife. So take a look at that. outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/RM for relationship mastery. My co-wife and I, we actually have a podcast that will be coming to you soon, May 1st, inshallah. So you guys will be able to get your hands on that and check that out. And it's Candy Co-Wife Conversations. Yeah, we actually have, it will be the second season. The first season is downloadable, will be downloadable. So make sure you go.
Look out for that.
Look out for that. outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/CCC podcast. Not podcast with an S, podcast. CCC podcast. So so we had a great time.
We did.
That's pretty much the long and short of it. But make sure you register. You can still register. Make sure you register. Yes, the event is over. However, the event after the event is us sending you this information. It's you receiving the information of the speakers, and also some of the free gifts that some of the speakers are providing, as well as being able to connect with them on their different social media as well as their sites. So yes, make sure you go to outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/summit so you can get that information. So until the next one, you be the best you. And we always talk about GLC, and you want to grow, love, and connect better than you ever had. Until next time. Assalamu alaikum.
Peace. Baby.